Yeah, it's a little hot. you seen us here a minute ago, he's drilling them holes. He drills them holes out, and then I send weld down inside them holes, and that attaches our new floor into our subfloor. I got this section here is all beaded up, solid. Get the camera too close, you'll see my poopy welds. Then I'm gonna run a piece of flat bar at an angle. Remember, a piece of flat bar goes at an angle from the sidewall down to the new floor. I'll probably go back and put a couple more little stitch welds here and there in it, but really, by the time I stitch and everything up on the other side, it ought to go nowhere. I'm gonna try to get this here beaded up. It's lunchtime. I just ordered me some lunch. I'm gonna try to get this here beaded up before I go eat lunch or go get my lunch. Okay, I got them out there cutting me a couple filler calves. We're gonna use them. We're gonna use some rebar. Stuff some rebar. Fill that gap up right there. It's where the wall, the bed's all bent in. I heated that side up. We're gonna mash them down, but it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. So we'll throw a piece of rebar in there and put a couple stitches in it. I got him stitched up on the floor there pretty good. I might go back, and I really don't see any reason to. I'm telling you, I know the stitches ain't very long, but I mean it's only as strong as what it's welded to, and the floor is 1/8 inch, so we're gonna put a couple of them in there and tidy that up. Got my end caps welded on both sides. Got the porta power up here on the top part. That's keeping the sides shoved out. Whenever I'm welding all this up, it don't draw it. It'll draw it in. And shoot, it'll be 2 or 3 inches out if we ain't careful. So we got the porta power up there, keeping it all pushed out. Guys got the tailgate all ground down. Looks absolutely beautiful. That is one stout looking tailgate, ain't it? God, oh, that's stout looking. Well, what do you know? Start fixing something, discovered something else. That is the bracket, well, was where the bracket was. Down there's the bracket that holds my subframe onto my truck. And it ain't supposed to have a hole in it. This part, I started patching it up. I thought I could patch it. Then I just kept welding, it kept getting boogerish and boogerish. And I'm like, man, the only reason why it's getting boogerish like that is because it's probably rotted. So under further inspection, we discovered that she's rotted. That's not my truck frame. Make sure I clarify this. This is not my truck frame. This is my subframe on my dump truck. A little rotted. See, I started fixing the top up part. I thought, man, you know, I had a little crack in it right there. So now we got to fix this. Now, typically, what people would probably just do would be throw a patch in that and keep right on going. Well, here's my thing. When I go down the road, I wouldn't want this on the road with my kids and my wife going down the road. So why would I expect, I just ain't gonna do it. See, the truck ain't nothing wrong with the truck. It's all just subframe with this hoist. I have no idea how that happened. Just about out of oxygen. Just about, I mean, plumb. I didn't even know I'd even have enough to even cut that out. I cannot believe I had enough. So now we gotta patch this. And I'm gonna sell this body when I put a new body on here in a couple of years. I'm gonna sell this body. So I wouldn't want to sell it like this. I wouldn't dare, not tell somebody. And then whoever I sell it to, they may not be as ready and vamped up to do a job like this. Like this don't really bother me. I don't want to do it. I want to go feel the leather in my recliner with me bum. I want to feel it with me bum. But in order to stay on, see that don't it's crack plumb back in there. In order to stay on schedule, I'm going to have to at least try. I mean, old truck, the frame is nothing wrong with the frame. That's in that hoist. Good thing is it looks like we still got plenty. We got plenty good meat on the bottom and top. We just got to get this side patched. If I could cut, it's going to be close. If I could cut this part out, and then I could slide a piece of metal inside there, and there'd be enough metal left to be able to weld all the way around it. That ain't as bad as what I thought it was. Oh, man, that needs to be replaced. I think I've got, that's just 1/4 inch. I've got some 1/4 inch plate. I know I got some 1/4 inch plate. I just had to make a new one. I'll make a new one of them, new saddle horn. It'd be nice. I had a piece of that real heavy gauged. I think it was 3/8 angle. And then I can make my, because this actually holds the hoist on the truck. It's mounted back there with a bolt and a blanket. Shoot, a piece of flat bar to bolt, flat bar bolt, and then it's welded back there where my brother welded the plate, the hitch plate is welded into the subframes. I mean, it cannot come. I could leave this off and it wouldn't come off. But of course, we're not going to do that. But I tried not to gouge too much, but I couldn't tell where the metal was and the rust was. I kind of got a little into it right there. And the grinder, I think, will clean all this up because you can't weld on that. It's all got to be ground down and all that's got to be out there. You can't weld that. And it looks like it's got a hairline crack right there. I can grind that out and I'll weld that up, same as I did that with a scab. And then I'll scab it from here to here, and then weld it into this angle iron right there. Weld all that, them two pieces together. I could cut this out and then probably reach in behind and just weld this into whatever I marry up to that. It'd be fine. It ain't going nowhere. Man, that sucks. Ah! Alright. Ain't nothing to it, but do it and fix it. Alright, folks, so here's what we're doing. This is our old one. It's junk. It's trashed. We got to build a new one. Well, I don't have a piece of steel that I can bend like that. So what I got is and it's just 1/4 inch. It's nothing real hard, nothing real, you know, robust or nothing. Just 1/4 inch steel plate. So I got a whole bunch of 1/4 inch. I got 6-inch wide flat bar, and I've got 4-inch wide flat bar and 2-inch wide flat bar. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna take it after I weld this. If I have to, I'll try to heat it with a torch, but I don't think I'm gonna have to. I think I can just crinkle it. Because what I'll do is I'll put a good bead right in through here too on the back side, and then that'll heat this 1/4 inch up pretty good. I'll take I got a big pair of channel locks or crescent wrench, and I'll hurry up and bend that back to where it's got a lip, and then I got a piece of 2-inch 1/4 inch flat bar, and I'll just weld it to the top of this, and it should pretty much make what we're making. But it's just 2 pieces. It's just 2 pieces of flat bar. So let's go over here and drill these holes, and then we'll put our bolts back in it. All right, so I got the holes drilled, and I got them snugged up with an impact. The biggest thing is we got to make sure that we've got enough, and I should have had enough if I welded it right. I may have to flip my bracket around, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Pretty sure that I wanted that all the way to the back. One way it didn't act like it fit very well. So let's see, if we do it this way then. Well, something just ain't acting up right, is it? It's like one of those puzzles, a Cracker Barrel. You just keep flipping it around until something makes sense, I guess. See, that ain't right. That should have been farther in. I must have just not been paying attention, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna make my bracket stick out too far. That ain't no problem. Yeah. That's where it should have been. So the goober mix didn't mark it right. Let's get him marked again, and we'll go over here and drill it. Huh, I don't know how I did that wrong. Well, I'm not cutting another piece. We got it that time. I'm not really sure how that happened, but it happened, and won't hurt a thing. Probably wouldn't even have to we don't want that thing jostling around when we're welding, because when we're done welding, we want it to be done. There we go. Now we're making a little bit better sense. See, we're going to have enough room too to beat it on both sides like we need to. Got plenty enough room in here to beat all that up, which we'll be real careful in this spots back in here because it's thin. Daggone if it ain't thin. Yeah, we're good to go. So we're ready to tack that in place. eyeballs. I like tacking it up good. That way I don't have to worry about it crawling. Where's the hammer? It's getting too late in the evening. I'm having a hard time keeping up the tools. Yeah, we're going to get him a clamp. Need to probably clamp it anyway. These clamps hold him tight. You don't have to worry about him crawling around. I probably should have clamped it to begin with. Like I said, I'm just ready to hit the recliner. I didn't get in till late last night. It's just a matter of time before it's about time for my dad to call. I'd like to eat some dinner. Let's put another one on there. I'd like to eat some dinner at a decent hour. But I wanted to get this part done. That way we're still on schedule for tomorrow. Boys are supposed to go take their CDL learners tomorrow. I think they'll do good. They've got to study. That's one of the biggest things with CDLs. You've got to read that stupid book. Stuff in that book don't make a bit of sense, but you've got to read in that book. All right. Pretty good clicks in there. I fix it to where I wouldn't be afraid of it, and I ain't afraid of it. I ain't gonna be afraid to go down the road with it. most part, I think I see it looks good. It's getting a little fast right here, but there ain't much left. There wasn't much frame left right there at that hoist where it rotted out so bad. So I had to get kind of fast through that section to kind of give me a little bit of a build. Kind of give you a little bit of a build in there to build on. Let's go ahead and do another pass on this track. Good thing is that crack didn't go all the way. It's only just a part of the way up. The backside looks good. Shoot. I'm going to have to heat that baby. I thought I could just smack him around, but that ain't going to happen. Alright guys, I'm going to bring you around here and let you look at what I got going on. And I'm going to make another pass or two and let's kill this thing. That's basically what I'm looking like. I ain't no welder, but I can make it hold. We're going to put we got to put some beads down this. I know that it's out of position, it's going to be a bear, and I don't want to make y'all watch that. So I'm going to have to work this down on both sides. And that's the crack that we fixed. Welded all of it up. I know that looks like poopy right there, but leave it alone. I was fixing another crack, having to build some metal. That's the back side. I ain't scared of it. I'm gonna reach inside of there and get the inside of this bracket, and I'm gonna try to, I may go ahead and make the top side of the bracket, I might quit. All right, folks, there she is, she's done. So this is 1 piece of flat bar, 2 piece of flat bar, 3 piece of flat bar, 2 inch, 4 inch, and 6 inch, or 6 inch, 2 inch, and 4 inch. Got her beaded up pretty good. That's 3 passes in the bottom. That's 3 passes right there. Back. Got it beaded up in there. Pretty good. I'm gonna have to fix this back here a little bit where I was beating on it. Pulled loose right there a little bit, but like I said, I ain't scared of it. I'll probably go ahead and I ain't even gonna put my stuff back on. I've already took my hat and everything off. Tomorrow morning I'll hit that right there. Daggone, it needs to be done while it's still warm though. Well, I'm gonna make one more pass, just kind of clean this here up. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll get us another, let me get them tools off there before I forget. We'll get us another video going tomorrow. I had to really take a torch and heat that up. I'm just about plumb out of oxygen. I mean, plumb out of oxygen. So, leave that one there. But tomorrow, or here in a minute, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this while it's still good and warm, just so I don't have to worry about it. I mean, it ain't much. It's just a little pulled loose right there, but where I was beating the daylights out of it, trying to get that thing to bend, because that's what when the bed comes down, it centers the bed and puts it back where it's supposed to be. I got the main door open here, trying to get some of this smoke out, but we put us a step, put a stepper on that right there, help get in and out of the truck, which is going to collect material. I know whenever you're loading trucks and stuff, gravel and everything's going to fall right there, and you're going to have to get out and clean it off, but still, yeah, we get in and out of the truck a lot, and that'll help us climb up and down the truck a lot. So everything else is looking pretty good. Really, we're just about close for paint. I'm gonna go get some gas because I gotta cut the daggone lights out tomorrow. Let's close this door down. Let's button that up real quick and let's go to the house. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.